And they're off. Super Rollin' Faraway Eyes, Dance Hall Diva moving up to take a narrow lead. Here's Donna Luna and Roberta on the inside. Roberta moves forward just a couple of lengths off the pace. Donna Luna back second to last. And trailing the field is now Deary on the inside. 7 lengths, 8 lengths will cover them as Dance Hall Diva shows the way from the favored Super Roll, a neck in front. Roberta on the inside right there with pace 2 in third position. And Faraway's Eyes up close in fourth. Another 2.5 to Donna Luna, and it's well back now. Deary really has to pick it up. 5 ace out, and it is Super Roll, the favorite going on with it from Faraway Eyes, closer in second. Dance Hall Diva under a rod dropping back. Then it's Donna Luna in fourth and Roberta in double digits back. Now Deary is still the laggard. Into the far turn, 3.5 out. Super Roll from Faraway Eyes. Super Roll, Faraway Eyes. Keeping the pressure on the outside. They widen 6 lengths in front from Dance Hall Diva, then Donna Luna and Roberto, and well back to now Deary. Racing to the top of the stretch, Super Roll, Faraway Eyes, driven on the outside. Faraway Eyes trying to get by Super Roll as they turn in a quarter of a mile from home. It's Super Roll, a neck in front from Faraway Eyes, fully extended and drifting on the outside, but still game. And it's 7 or 8 lengths back to Dance Hall Diva, then Donna Luna in fourth with 1 furlong left to run. Super Roll by 3 and widening with a 16th left to go. Faraway Eyes, rider standing up there at the first wire. It doesn't matter though. Super Roll is going to stroll from Faraway Eyes, clearly second, then Donna Luna in Dance Hall Diva. Stretch, Super Roll, Faraway Eyes, driven on the outside. Faraway Eyes trying to get by Super Roll as they turn in a quarter of a mile from home. It's Super Roll, a neck in front from Faraway Eyes. Super Roll, where will be a racing stable Scott Levitt, Larry Metz, Metropolitan. Super Roll, where will be a racing stable Scott Levitt, Larry Metz, Metropolitan. Trelay by Candy Ride out of Giant Cat's Eye by Giant Causeway. Bred in Florida by Live Oak Stud. $2 exacta, $11. Dollar trifecta, $10. Dollar superfecta. Lined up. And they're off. Blow by him, Mutabir both slow to go. Who Says So's right to the front from Artist Mark and half a league away third of the outside and straight to Water. Back to Blow by him second to last. Only 4 off for speed and Mutabir trailing the field. Down the back stretch and it's Artist Mark on the outside. Who Says So down to the inside. Artist Mark has the head in front. Countered by Who Says So coming back for more at the rail. Another 2 straight to Water is in third. Half a league fourth. Blow by him fifth. And Mutabir is 6. Only 6 lengths will cover them. 4.5 furlongs to run. On the outside, Artist Mark. The inside still is Who Says So. The matching strides into the far turn. 2 lengths clear, straight to Water, right off that pair. Another 3 back to half a league, and Mutabir and Blow by him has a lot to do on the inside. 3 furlongs left. Artist Mark on the outside gets the head in front again. Who Says So ridden for more down to the inside. Artist Mark has to sprint on home just above the quarter pole, straight to Water. Got a chance to reel them in on the outside from third position, straight to Water. Looming deep out center of the track into the stretch. Artist Mark straight to Water. Straight to Water on the outside. And apprentice Cesar Gonzalez straight to Water opens up. 2 lengths on Artist Mark in second. Who Says So weakening up in third. Then it's half a league trying to move on to third position with a 16th left to run, straight to Water, and Cesar Gonzalez are coming home clean to win by a half dozen lengths. Artist Mark was second, half a league, and Who Says So? To Water, apprentice Cesar Gonzalez aboard, minute 25.06. Owned by Linda Albert and others, trained by Linda Albert, bred in Maryland by George Louis Deutsch Jr. Straight to Water is a 3-year-old bay gelding by Divining Rod out of Aroma de Mujer. Official $2 exact at $29.60. 812 double $18. And they're off. Disney Bell and Bella's Password. I Am Depending on You has early speed on the inside. Ever Yours is right there too. And God, I Need a Favor has some early foot of the far outside. There we go back to Flight Town, who's about 5 or 6 lengths off the early speed down the backstretch run. Outside of that is Bulma, and trailing the field is Watch Me Sparkle. Inside is Ever Yours, who has the head in front from I Am Depending on You, and Bella's Password out 3 deep of the track with 5.5 furlongs left to run. Disney Bell backs off a little bit. God, I Need a Favor. Flight Town on the inside is just 5 off his speed in hand. And then back to Bulma. Shuffle back to second to last, actually dropping to last position and passed by Watch Me Sparkle on the outside. Into the turn they roll. Second wire finish, still a long way to go. Here's Bella's Password bidding up 3 wide, 4 wide. God, I Need a Favor. And now 1-2 as they come down midway on the turn. Then to the far outside, Watch Me Sparkle is coming alive. His first time starter, Watch Me Sparkle, has moved into third position. In the meantime, Flight Town has dropped back to last position. They're at the top of the stretch. God, I Need a Favor. Bella's Password on the inside in for the battle. Then it's Watch Me Sparkle in third. As they come to the final 3/60ths of a mile, God, I Need a Favor in front. And second is Bella's Password. Watch Me Sparkle has an opening and dives to the rail just to the inside of Bella's Password. And now about a 16th of a mile left to run. God, I Need a Favor. 7-1. God, I Need a Favor. God, I Need a Favor. Watch Me Sparkle. God, I Need a Favor. Watch Me Sparkle. Willing on the inside. Second wire finish. God, I Need a Favor from Watch Me Sparkle. God, I Need a Favor. Matilda Burnham aboard. Owned by Not the One Stable Incorporated. Back-to-back wins. Trainer Linda Albert. 2-year-old Chestnut filly. God, I Need a Favor by Holy And they're off. Claudie Boy was slow to begin. Icing fast away, One Whirlwind Ride. On the far outside is Moncrief pushing up with speed to third position. The Bullion Bomber on the chase from fourth. No a chance. Travels in fifth position. Estilo Magico, Island Delight following that. And back to Southern Horse, racing about a dozen lengths off with speed. Kendama on the inside, followed by Katie's Notion and Claudie Boy at the tail of the field. Into the turn they roll. Moncrief on the outside. A real duel with Icing down to the inside. They're nose and nose for the lead. 5 lengths in front from One Whirlwind Ride. No a chance trying to pick up there under a ride from fourth. The Bullion Bomber at the rail in fifth. And Island Delight is next in sixth. And Southern Horse is seventh as they turn for home into the stretch. And it's Icing willing of the battle. Moncrief there on the outside. Moncrief Icing, nothing between them. One Whirlwind Ride. Southern Horse is on the scene and trying to move and pick up at speed into the 16th pole. And it's Icing just in front. Icing, Moncrief, and Southern Horse late on the inside. Icing a tenacious winner under Michael Sanchez. Icing from Moncrief and Southern Horse and One Whirlwind Ride. Finish fourth. Yanati, the fourth. 6-year-old Big Gelding by Nyquist out of Honey Child by Invisible Ink. Bred in West Virginia by James Miller. And they're off. Barbados Bulldog along with Juniper's Jubilee. On the inside, Cupid's Choice accelerating to take the lead. Ready to Dial. And now on the chase from second. So it is Cupid's Choice from Ready to Dial and Juniper's Jubilee third. Barbados Bulldog settles in fourth on the outside of the clear. Another 5 lengths back in the field. On the inside is Lucky Liz. Alongside of that is She's a Good Girl. She's a Good Girl. Then followed by Lucky Liz, who drops back to second to last on the inside. Passed by Kiss Me Mo and Bay West. And trailing the field is Celtic Harp. Around the turn they roll. And the 3 of them across the track is Ready to Dial. Now perhaps a nose in front from Juniper's Jubilee. Cupid's Choice under some pressure. And Barbados Bulldog still right there in the thick of things too. Another 5 lengths back. She's a Good Girl is next. And on the inside is Bay West. Top of the stretch at the 3/16, Ready to Dial from Juniper's Jubilee. Barbados Bulldog, center of the track. It is She's a Good Girl chugging along to 4th position. The far outside Celtic Harp, who was dead last, is showing a bit of late interest, but it is Ready to Dial. Ready to Dial strolls home under Yeds at Hazelwood. From Celtic Harp, Juniper's Jubilee, She's a Good Girl. Official, Ready to Dial is at Hazelwood aboard. Owned by Paul Fowler Jr., Gary Capuano, trainer, bred in Kentucky by Silver Farm, Dialed In Syndicate, 2-year-old, Dark Bear Brown filly by Dialed In, out of Lake Turkana by More Than Ready. And the time. Official race 5. $2 exacta $39.20, $71.40 trifecta, dollar superfecta $678. And they're off. Baracho just a beat sled to begin. Back in the woods, hustled out of the lead with Brother Conway, and Baracho quickly into it, gaining stride up on the inside to contest the pace. In fact, Baracho has the head in front now after breaking a beat slow. Back in the woods, second, Brother Conway sits right off his speed. Woodline outside of that, back to Freeze the Fire. Another 5 back to B West, to back of the pack with Heldish and trailing the field. One-Way Farrier. One-Way Farrier last at about 14 off the speed. 3.5 furlongs left to run, and back in the woods on the outside, and a real tussle with Baracho. Another 2 lengths back, Woodline in a good spot from 3rd position. Freeze the Fire heating up with a run. Brother Conway is ridden along, has 6 to make up, as 5/16 left to run. Back to B West, angling off the inside, and back to Heldish far outside. Trailing the field is One-Way Farrier. They're into the stretch. Back in the woods, just holding on to the lead from Woodline and between horses, flattening out. Here's Freeze the Fire, center of the track, and B West coming out in the middle of the track with a run too. B West coming in the far outside. It's Freeze the Fire, a narrow lead. Freeze the Fire, B West, Freeze the Fire, and J.G. Torrealba. And they're holding firm to win by 3 parts of a length. From B West in second, close third. Heldish are back in the woods. Official race 6. Freeze the Fire, jockey J.J. Torrealba. And they're off. Ginger Snap very fast away from the gate. Ginger Snap like a flash out of there. As the bell tolls, moves up second. On the outside is Sin Bowley in third. More Than an Ocean came away running in the fourth spot from in between horses. Speedy Trial moves along to fifth. Striking Finale is next in sixth. And Beverly Crusher out wide of the track. As they move down the backstretch, painted by Nancy Settles on the inside, heading on for the far turn run. And next in between horses is Common Sense, improving a spot. Another three to Dutchman's Map, and Omaha Moselle is trailing the field. Less than 3 furlongs to go. Ginger Snap and narrow lead. Sin Bowley to try to test from the outside, two back. Speedy Trial is third, and More Than a Notion is fourth as they race to the top of the stretch. Ginger Snap very willing to go on, just a tap, and Ginger Snap suddenly widens to 3. On Sin Bowley, then Speedy Trial on the outside, and More Than a Notion, and followed by As the Bell Tolls, furlong left to go, and it's Ginger Snap pulling away with complete authority by 7 under Forest Voice. Ginger Snap, solid looking winner is this filly, Ginger Snap. Ginger Snap from Speedy Trial, and then it was Sin Bowley or As the Bell Tolls. That filly by Galawi out of Gingeresque by Escandrea. $2 exacta, $52.60, trifecta, $232.80. And they're off. Rosie Express trying to spread away for the rail, and How Sweet She Is comes away running in second. Who Could Ask for Mo is racing in third, and Paradise Wins is on the inside, up close there, within a length and a half or 2 in the front, saving that ground around the turn. Another 2.5 or 3 back to Reply. To the tail of the field is Audibly. Round that turn, and Rosie Express is the pacemaker by 3 parts of a length from How Sweet She Is. Who Could Ask for Mo settles into a steady beat on the outside in the clear of runners. Then inside is Paradise Wins, also well relaxed. Another 3 lengths back. Here's Reply. Another 3 more, and Audibly is trailing the field. Racing with 6 furlongs left to go. Rosie Express leads the way. Pace not too fast, 3/4 of a length. How Sweet She Is and Who Could Ask for Mo. Another 2 to Paradise Wins is off the inside. Now 4th position. Has dropped 5 lengths from the speed up ahead. And back to second last is Reply. Now Reply has a bit of an inside opening. Is trying to kick on through. His Reply with Sheldon Russell on the inside. Reply trying to come on through, but still at an even pace, and trailing the field is Audibly into the far turn run. 3.5 left to go, and Rosie Express from How Sweet She Is, Who Could Ask for Mo. Another 2, Paradise Wins is still trying, and Paradise Wins now off the inside with a 4 wide bid in the red cap. Paradise Wins on the far outside, 4 of them there, a length and a half apart with a 1/4 of a mile left to go. Wide open affair. Who Could Ask for Mo? Paradise Wins. Rosie Express, How Sweet She Is, 1 off the inside. 4 lined up as they turn in. Audibly second last, and Reply with no reply at all is trailing the field. Upper stretch at the 3/16. Rosie Express has made all the running. Who Could Ask for Mo? Drifting center of the track. How Sweet She Is. Paradise Wins center of the track, is flattened out a little bit. Audibly on for a share. Rosie Express. Who Could Ask for Mo? Chasing home. Rosie Express all the way under Michael Sanchez. Who Could Ask for More? Audibly. And then it was Paradise Wins. Unofficial winner, Rosie Express, Michael Sanchez. 2 wins, Michael Sanchez. And they're off. McLean's Rook was last away from the gate. There goes Laurel and Jesse to the front. All the hard ways with early foot two. Davy Jones will settle for the outside. McLean's Rook is worked up within 2 lengths of the lead, and Alvi in the back of a tight pack as they journey to the backstretch. The outside Davy Jones will go on. Davy Jones, eager leader, leads at about 3/4 of a length. Roll on Jesse all the hard ways, drafting back in third position, now passed to the outside by McLean's Rook. McLean's Rook all the way in that second flight up to second place as Davy Jones sets the tempo. And trailing the field is Alvi. Pushed along by a good tailwind. That opening quarter was still slow, 24 4/5 of a second for front running Davy Jones. Davy Jones from McLean's Rook, all the hard ways, saving that ground. Into the far turn, LV and Roll on Jesse's a between horses, ridden along. 3.5 furlongs left to run. Davy Jones up top from McLean's Rook on the outside. Roll on Jesse, all the hard ways, has to pick it up. Same in the back of the pack for Alvi. They race to the top of the stretch for the extended run to the second wire, more than 1/4 of a mile to go. McLean's Rook on the outside of Davy Jones, and it's 3 back. And Roll on Jesse at an even clip from third position. All the hard ways has been taken off the rail. Is fourth with 3/16 left to run. McLean's Rook. McLean's Rook just gliding along and opening up a 3-length advantage with 1 furlong left to run. Make it 4, almost 5. Davy Jones second, and then all the hard ways and Roll on Jesse. And here is McLean's Rook. McLean's Rook, a romping winner. And they're off. Skip to the fire, wasting no time, along with Jeannie in a bridle, first to show early speed, had ribbons in her hair, about the 2 path into the turn run, and Helen Ortiz is in a little tight and tough to handle as they move around that turn. Jeannie in a bridle gets away. Length and change in front from ribbons in her hair and skip to the fire. Take it back in third position. Watch your tone. Caught out wide. Then Helen Ortiz racing in the inside about 4 lengths from the early pace. It's 50 shade time, and trailing the field back there is Melodia, who's well outkicked with 6 furlongs left to go. Jeannie in a bridle, just at a moderate clip, pressed along on the outside by ribbons in her hair. Watch your tone, tracking leaders from third position, 3 path. Then it's skipped through the fire in fourth, another 2 to Helen Ortiz, and it's 50 shade time. Another 6 or 7 back, and Melodia is still outkicked. 4.5 furlongs left to go, and it's Jeannie in a bridle in front from ribbons in her hair, widens to about a length, and then it's Watch Your Tone, who's in third position, another 5, and skip through the fire is fourth and ridden along into the turn run. It's 50 shade time on the inside, followed by Helen Ortiz, and trailing the field still Melodia, with 3 furlongs to go, not much change. Jeannie in a bridle, ribbons in her hair, driven in, trying to keep up. Jeannie in a bridle, half length in front, 2.5 furlongs left to run. Ribbons in her hair second, it's a gap of 7 or 8 lengths back. It's 50 shade time, and skip to the fire, head and head for third. They're followed by Watch Your Tone fading off a scene into the stretch, and it's Jeannie in a bridle finally getting away from ribbons in her hair toward the center of the track. Jeannie in a bridle and Jorge Hernandez kept to task, almost 3 lengths in front from ribbons in her hair as it's 50 shade time, tries to pick up third. Skip to the fire on the outside. Skip to the fire still holding third with the 16th left to go. Jeannie in a bridle. Jeannie in a bridle from ribbons in her hair. Then skip to the fire, and it's 50 shade time. Minute 48.09. In the winner's circle now, Jeannie in a bridle with Jorge Hernandez up, owned by Jose Caceres and trained by James Casey. Bred in Pennsylvania by Smart Angle. LLP, 5-year-old Dock Bear Brown mare, Genie and a Bridle by Great Notion, out of Include a Check by Include. Minute 48.09 the running time.